I'm sharing with you 4 reasons why you need to have a grateful journal. Welcome, children of God. Good to see you today. Thank you so much for clicking to this video. Again, I'm so excited to have you here. My new subscribers, welcome. My returning subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for always coming back here to watch my content and support this ministry. I don't take it for granted. My prayer to you today is that may God bless you, may God enrich you, may God beautify your life, and may God meet you at your most point of need. And if you're new here, you've just come across this beautiful family. My name is Ruth. Here I share faith-based content, I inspire you and I motivate you. So God has led you here with a purpose. If you have been looking for a channel to motivate you, to nourish your soul, then you're in the right space. I'm going to encourage you. Please proceed and subscribe to this content so that anytime I upload a new video, you're always among the first people to be notified. Breakfast, let's go straight to our video today. And today I'm sharing with you 4 reasons why you need to have a grateful journal. Remember, you need to count your blessings every day. And today I want to share my own life experience, what pushed me to have a grateful journal. And I hope this video inspires you to start your own grateful journal to the glory and honor of God. So back then in the year 2016, I encountered so many challenges, and that is the same year I resigned from my place of work. And I decided to start my own business and start this beautiful journey of entrepreneurship. I remember that is the same year I lost all my businesses and God closed many doors in my life. That very situation left me into broken pieces when I lost all my businesses, and I didn't know God was using that situation for His own glory. That's the situation that really inspired me to start having a grateful heart. And I decided to document everything in my life, what God has ever done to me in my life. And let me tell you, brethren, to be honest enough, that was a life-changing season in my life. I came to a point when I really discovered that I'm not able to control the universe, but there's a superpower somewhere else that is controlling the universe. And it reminded me of how ungrateful I was for the past years, because so many things used to happen in my life and I used to take things for granted, especially when I started venturing into many businesses and becoming a serial entrepreneur. I never used to be grateful in my life. I used to think that everything is just normal, and when God does something in your life, things are just normal. So it really pushed me on the wall, and so many things happened in my life, including God closing most of those doors in my life. So that is the season that really inspired me to start being grateful to God. Brethren, trust me, anything that you do right now is because of the power of God. If you wake up in the morning, it's because of the power of God. If you go to work, it's because of the power of God. We really forget that. It's only God that gives us the strength and gives us the energy to do what we are supposed to do. If it's not God, you'll not wake up. Let me ask you one question today. Just imagine if you don't have this oxygen that you're breathing right now. And what if God withdraws that oxygen from you? What are you going to do? What if God invoices you that oxygen you're breathing right now? Brethren, are you able to pay for that oxygen? Let me tell you one thing. Of course, the answer is no. You won't be able to pay for this oxygen because it's very expensive. So God is giving you this oxygen for free. God gives you a family for free. God gives you a job for free. God gives you joy for free. God gives you finances for free. God blesses you children just for free of charge. You go out of the house, you come back, it's just by the grace of God. So you need to be really grateful. But it's so annoying nowadays. People take life for granted. People take situations for granted. And we forget it's all about the goodness of God. Forget about it's just all by the favor of God. We are who we are today. So it's important for you to have a grateful journal. If you cannot remember the goodness of God, you need to have a grateful journal where you write everything that God has ever done for you. A grateful journal will always help you to remember the goodness of God. A grateful journal will always be handy in times of stormy seasons, whereby you always go back to refer to that grateful journal. You don't need to get an expensive book like this journal of mine. I've stayed with this journal for the past, let me say, 5 years. So this is my journal. If you check in this journal, I've documented each and everything that God has ever done in my life. You don't need to get an expensive journal. You can just get a book from the bookshop, walk into the stores, and just get yourself a book and remember to document every good thing that God has ever done in your life. Like you see in this journal of mine, even the long conversations I have with my friends, every year that I gave back to my children, every testimony, every miracle, every project, all of those things are documented in this journal. It's important for you to realize every time you document every important thing that God has done for you in your life, it keeps you in check. It keeps your spirit alive because you'll always be remembering the goodness of God in stormy seasons. So the first reason why you need to have a grateful journal in your space, in your home, in your office, number one reason, it increases your positivity. You remain to be positive, especially when things are not going the way you want them to go, when things are in a mess. A grateful journal will help you to remain positive because you'll always go back to that grateful journal and refer what God has ever done to your life. So anytime you face challenges in life, anytime you encounter stormy seasons, anytime you encounter tough seasons in your life, you'll always get your journal and refer back to it, and that will really boost your positivity because you'll always remain positive in life. And if God has ever made me overcome this kind of obstacles, then He is still God. So you'll always be positive in your life. There's no room for negativity. Anytime you refer to a journal, you remain positive because you know, even if I'm in this season, even if I'm in this messy season, He is still the same God and He's still going to take care of my situation. Another reason why I'm encouraging you to have a grateful journal, it reduces stress. I don't know if you've ever experienced this. Anytime you encounter challenge in life, anytime you're in a tough season, when you refer to that grateful journal, your stress levels go down and you'll feel this calmness, you'll feel this quietness, you'll feel this peace that's beyond any human understanding, you know. So you really need this grateful journal because anytime you encounter challenge, you go back and refer to anything that God has ever done to you. You refer the good side of the things that God has ever done in your life, you know, and your stress levels definitely will go down because you didn't have that space of thinking of what will go wrong. You know, anytime I've always encountered challenges in my life and I go back and refer to this journal, what God has done in my life, my stress levels goes down. Not to zero, but we meet in the middle, you know, it really goes down. It reminds me of the goodness of God. It reminds me, even if I'm in this season, God is still at the throne and He is still the same God who can still make me overcome this kind of challenge. Another reason why I'm encouraging you to get yourself a grateful journal, this journal will increase your happiness and it will really reduce your sadness. Anytime you feel like locking yourself in a secret place and crying and shedding tears, you'll get yourself that journal that you wrote and you'll go back to this journal and start checking what God did, what has God done. You know, you look on the positive side. You know, despite the challenges, despite what you're going through at that moment, you'll always pick 2 or 3 things that are going well in your life. You know, there might be 100 things that will give you a reason to cry. There may be 100 more reasons to give you a reason to shed tears, but you'll always go back to this journal, brethren. You'll always go back to this journal and refer and say to yourself, yes, 100 things are not going right in my life, but I have one reason that will make me overcome this sadness. I have one reason that will bring joy in my life. This is the reason I am alive. My children are alive. My children have gone to school. I do not have rent arrears. God has been faithful in my life. I have not closed my business. So every bad thing that life throws at you, you'll always refer back to this journal and you'll have just one reason to be grateful for, and it will increase your happiness, it will increase your joy, and it is going to reduce your sadness. Another reason why I'm also encouraging you to have a grateful journal, it will really boost your mental strength and it will boost your faith. It will boost your mental strength and is going to build your faith. Brethren, if you don't remember what God has ever done in your life, there is no way you still have a strong faith in God. Anything concerning faith, anything concerning matters of God will not make sense to you if you don't remember the goodness of God in your life. But once you have a grateful journal and you refer back to this journal, trust me, your mental state will be very strong. Because when the devil comes and tells you 100 reasons why you should kill yourself, 100 reasons why you should be in that bed, 100 reasons why you should be in that depression, then that's where now the grateful journal comes in hand. Because you tell the devil, look, this is what God has done. Look, this is what the Lord did. I was sick, but He delivered me. I was sick, but He healed me. Look, the devil, I was mentally depressed, but God delivered me from depression. Look, I had this bank loan, but God cleared it. Look, auctioneers were almost auctioning my property, but this day, on this particular day, God delivered me. So you have every reason to shoot to the devil and tell the devil, you are a liar. This is what God can do. So you see where a grateful journal comes in hand. You have noted everything that God has ever done to you. So you'll shoot back to the devil. And the devil shoots, you shoot back and tell the devil, you are a liar. I'm not going to listen to your voice. I'm going to listen to the voice of God, because this is what God can do. This is what the power of God can do. So you'll be mentally stable, you'll be mentally strong, and you'll develop a strong faith in God, because you'll always refer back from the past obstacles, from the past challenges that God has helped you overcome. Brethren, I hope this video is going to inspire you and help you start your own grateful journal. You don't need to get an expensive book. Get an exercise book if you can't afford a good book. Get an exercise book and start writing everything. Start noting down everything that God has ever done in your life. I call it a memory lane. You need to have a memory lane with God. God, you did this. God, you did that. God, you rescued me. God, you protected me. God, you healed me. God, you blessed me. Have that memory lane with God, brethren. It's going to boost your self-esteem. It's going to boost your faith in God. It's going to boost your mental strength. It's going to reduce your stress. It's going to increase your positivity. It's going to boost your self-esteem to the glory and honor of God. And when you remain grateful, when you remain positive in your life, God is going to bring a better version of you, and you're going to become a powerful woman. You're going to become a powerful man, and you're going to impact generation. You're going to impact people in the society positively to the glory and honor of God. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you have learned something from this message today. And I'm going to encourage you, if you have not subscribed to this content, please do so. Subscribe to this content. content. It really supports this ministry. Like this video, it also supports this ministry to the glory and honor of God. And I'm going to see you next time in our next video. And thank you so much for being here today. And until next time, bye.